Abdali Grammar School, Oxford Mathematics, Algebric Fractions and Formula, Chapter number 5, Lecture number 3. So let's start today's lecture. So let's start our first question. The statement is, in each of the following cases, make the letter in the bracket the subject of the formula. Okay, so the question is ax plus by equal to k, and here we have y in the bracket. Okay, so we have to make y the subject of the formula, which means that we have to separate y. We have to find the value of y in this formula. Okay, so let's start our solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is, and after that a question will come in your mind that how to move any value to other side of equation. Yes, think about it. Yes, we know the rules of the equation that if one value is added on one side, it will be subtracted on other side, and if one value is subtracted on other side, it will be added on other side. And similarly, if one value is being multiplied on one side, it will be divided on the other side, and if one value is divided on one side, it will be multiplied to other side. Okay, so these are the rules of equation, and we have seen these rules many times. So now we know that to separate y, we have to move all the other values to the other side of equation. So y is on left hand side, and with y value there is ax which is being added. So we will move ax to other side of equation. So here ax is being added, and when it moves to other side of equation, it will be subtracted. So it becomes by equals to k minus ax. Okay, so class, we have to find y. So here with y only one value left, which is b. B is being multiplied with y, so we will move b to the other side of equations, and we know that if it is being multiplied here, it will be divided on the other side. So it becomes y equals to k minus ax by b. Okay, so now we have separate y from all other values, and now y is the subject of your formula, so it is your answer. Okay, so let's move to other questions. Same statement. In each of the following cases, make the letters in the brackets the subject of formula. Now the question is f equals to 9 by 5c plus 32, and we have to find the value of c. C is in bracket, and c will be the subject of the formula. Okay, so let's start our solution. So firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is, and after that we have to find the value of c. So we have to separate it. So with value of c, 32 is being added, so we will move it to other side of equation, and when 32 is moved to other side of equation, it will be subtracted. Okay, so 9 by 5c will remain on one side of equation, and f minus 32 will be on other side of equation. Okay, so now we have to find C. So with C, 9 by 5 is being multiplied. So our fraction is being multiplied with C. So when we move this fraction to other side of equation, this fraction will be reciprocal. Okay? So it becomes C equals to F minus 32 will remain in bracket, and 9 by 5 will become 5 by 9. Okay, so it is your answer, because we have made the C subject of the formula, which means C is now separate from all other values. So here is another question. Given that square root ax square minus b equal to c. Find the value of x when a equals to 2, b equals to 7 and c equals to 5. So class, they have given us a formula shape and they have given us some values, and we have to put these values and we have to find our required value, which is the value of x. Okay, so let's start the solution. So firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is. So class, to find x, firstly we have to make it the subject of formula, which means to find x we have to separate it from other values. To separate it, we can see that x is with square and it is in square root. So firstly we have to remove the square root. So here a question will arise is that how to remove square root? Yes, to remove square root we have to take square, and to remove square we always take square root. These are the opposite of each other. To remove square we used to take square root, and to remove square root we used to take square. So here we have to move square root, so we will take square on both sides of equation, and when we take the square on left hand side, square root will be removed and it will be ax square minus b. And when we take the square on the right hand side, it becomes c square. Okay, so now class, you have know that how to remove the square root and how to separate the square root value. So now we have to separate x. So we will move minus b to other side of equation. Minus b will change into plus b. Okay, and to separate x, a is being multiplied with x square. So when it moves to other side, it will be divided. So it becomes x square equals to c square plus b by a. Okay, so now we have separate x value. So now we will put our values which are given in our question, like the values of a, b and c. So we will put the values. C square becomes 5 square, b becomes 7, a becomes 2. We have just put the values that are given. Okay, so now so 32 is divided by 2 and the answer is 16. So it is the answer of x square. Class, watch the question carefully. We have to find x. So we know that to find x we have to remove its square. It is the answer of x square and we have to find x. So we know that to remove square we have to take square root on both sides. So when we take square root on both sides, it becomes x plus minus under root square root 16. Why we have write plus minus? Class, when we take the square roots, its value will be always in plus and minus. So square root 16 will be answered as 4. Okay. So x becomes x equals to plus minus 4. So here is another question, which is given that a equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h plus 4 by 3 pi r cube. Find the value of a when pi equals to 3.142, h equals to 15 and r equals to 15. So here is a is already the subject of formula. So we just have to put the values and to simplify it and to find the answer. So let's start our solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is. And after that, we will put all the values. Pi will be valued as 3.142 as it is given in question. R square will be 7 square. H will be 15 plus 4 by 3 will remain as it is. The value of pi is again 3.142. R cube will be 7 cube. So now we will simplify it. We will multiply 1 by 3 with 3.142 and 7 square and 15, and it will answer 769.79. We have just this. Do the simplification, and similarly on the other side, plus 4 by 3, 3.142 and 7 cube are being multiplied, and the answer will came as 1436.9. So now we have to add these values to find our answer, and the answer becomes 2206.7. Okay. So another question is the amount of energy E joules will be denoted with J. E joules stored in an object with a mass of m kg is given by a formula. A formula is E equals to mgh plus 1 by 2 mv square, where h meter is the height of the object above the ground, with vms minus 1 is the velocity of the object, and g is taken to be 10 ms minus 2. So class, they have given us all the values. Given that v is greater than 0, makes v the subject of the formula. So class, we have to make v the subject of the formula. Okay. In the above paragraph, they have given us a formula and all the information. And now we know that we have to make v the subject of the formula. So let's start our solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is, which is E equals to mgh plus 1 over 2 mv square. So we have to make v the subject of the formula. To make v the subject of the formula, we have to separate it from all other values. So to separate it, mgh is added with 1 by t, 1 by 2 mv square. So when we move mgh to the other side of equation, it will be subtracted. Okay, so it becomes 1 by 2 mv square equals to E minus gmgh. So now we will move 1 by 2 to other side of equation, and when 1 by 2 is moved to other side of equation, it will be changed as 2 by 1. And there is no need to write 1 when it is in denominator. So now we have got the mv square equals to 2e minus mgh. Okay, we have done till this step, and now we have to separate m to other side. We will move m to other side in order to separate v. So when m is moved to other side, it is being multiplied here, so it will be divided. So it becomes v square equals to 2e minus mgh by m. Okay, so class, we have to find the value of v. So we got the value of v square. Now the question is that how to remove this square? Yes, you are thinking right. To remove square, we have to take square root on both sides. So when we take square root on both sides, on left side it will remain v, and on the right hand side it will be square root 2e minus mgh by m. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel, which is Abdali Grammar School Official.